Hey guys, so sorry I've been the most active on here lately. I just been kind of having a lot of stuff go on my side of the pond and where I'm at in my region. But what I wanted to talk about was Castro's coup, right? Um, sure everybody knows the history of the Bay of Pigs. It's a bad moment for the CIA because when you practice the world's second oldest profession with less morals than the first, your failures are known and your successes are not, aka don't get motherfucking caught. Um, so long story short, a lot of people don't know that Castro, for one, he went to Mexico, he talked to some well-to-do people, he got funding for his regime, and he chartered this little scuttle. And he had like a crew of like 90 guys. They ran into like swells and bad storms. And when he got on the beaches of Cuba, he only had 18 men, right? So now we got Fidel. Che was with him too, the doctor. He was smart as fuck. He helped out a lot in that campaign. But we got old Fidel in the jungle with 18 guys. And he landed there to take over Cuba. Like, he knew what he was gonna do. That was his plan. Nothing was gonna stop him. To the death. So what he did was, he used the media to manipulate the masses. And how he did it was, he landed an article with National Geographic. This was the moment that changed the entire tide. So he gets National Geographic to come down. He only has 18 men. Does National Geographic know that he only has 18 men? No. They do not. Do they need to know? No. So what he did was he used social engineering to manipulate the photojournalists from National Geographic. So he brought them to one camp. Now, he's interacting with this journalist, right? So he can also distract them. But in the peripherals, there's men that would walk by. Then they would change their fatigues, BDUs, whatever. Maybe get in some plain clothes, and then they would come back by. Maybe 3 men walked by, 2 of them would change and then come back in a different one, and then that other guy would change and then come back. So to the subconscious mind of this photojournalist, it looked like there was way more than 18 people, right? Coming and going. He used tricks, he used magic, conjuring, right? He used old world tactics that are still irrelevant today. Then he had one guy that he sent him. He was like, hey, you're going to go on a run and you're going to come back at a certain time. And he timed it to like where the reporter had been there for like 15, 20 minutes. So he engaged the reporter. The reporter was looking around like, dang, old Fidel's doing it. Then a guy runs into the camp. And you can't fake exertion. You have to exert yourself. You know, like, I'm a big believer in method acting, right? Like, make it as real as possible. So the guy's out of breath, winded, sweat pouring down him. You can tell this dude was just running for like an hour in the jungle. Fidel stops the reporter. He's like, hold on. I gotta talk to my courier. And makes it like it's super serious, right? When it's all an act. Goes back, talks to his courier, comes back. Now, because he made it so serious and was like, I can't talk to you about this, hold on a minute, I gotta take care of this. And then, you know, probably pulled out a piece of paper, whatever, gave the dude a message, run back right now. And the dude took back off in the woods. So now, though he only had 18 men, he made the people from National Geographic believe that he had like 100 plus guys there on his compound by just like only letting them see certain things that he wanted them to see because he controlled the angles. Then they believed that they just saw this courier come and run to another camp. So now National Geographic's like, holy fuck, Fidel's doing it. Gets in that huge article, which leads to publicity on the local media, the local radio stations in Cuba, that Fidel is this great leader, he's got this huge army, and he's gonna restore it to the people, right? it's kind of relevant in the socio-political climate of the current events within our world that we live in. Follow me. So, him and the people listening to him on the radio and believing this indoctrination that he created by manipulating the media led to the people seeking him out. They found him, they joined up arms with him, and that's how he got his army. And that's how he took over an entire country. CASTRO'S coup. This knowledge wasn't handed down to me. I had to seek it out. I had to take the time to study it. Keep everyone in your prayers, because I keep all of you in mind. I love y'all. Stay strong. Once again, these are dangerous times we live in. It's not a game anymore, guys. It's not a game.